there is a suffering. Only noble emotions can fulfill that need. In the same way, intellectual suffering. What is intellectual suffering? I don't understand a certain thing and therefore there is a suffering in me. When I am not able to understand certain thing, there is a suffering. And that suffering can go only with right understanding. So there are different types of suffering. And therefore there are different types of evolutions also at different layers. Intellectual layer is satisfied with right understanding about the world, right understanding about God. Now comes the fourth one. What is the fourth one? Spiritual layer. What is the spiritual layer? Spiritual personality. Spiritual personality means knowledge about myself. That is also intellectual personality only. But intellect, when it tries to find answers about the self, that intellectual personality is called spiritual personality. It is not something different. When I try to find answers to the question regarding who am I, then that very same intellectual personality is called spiritual personality. Intellect trying to find the source of I becomes spiritual personality. So then I come to know, all my suffering is because I have misunderstood myself as the body. And this misunderstanding that I am the body has created a notion in me which I call the ego. This ego is the cause of all my suffering. So what is Uddharanam at the spiritual level? Becoming painfully aware of the presence of ego. And then a possibility to drop the ego and become free from all these miseries created by the ego. That is the next level I am seeing. I am pure consciousness which is different from the VMI. There is a possibility in me to drop the ego. There is a higher self in me which is waiting to reveal itself. Because of my negligence towards this higher truth, I am miserable today. If I can drop this ego and hold on to that pure consciousness which is Satchidananda, then I will be free from all limitations and misery. Now what happens? Prayatnam happens. What is prayatnam then? All the efforts in dropping the ego and abiding in the self becomes the prayatnam, which is called as nididhyasana. That is the spiritual uddharanam. Process is the same. Being painfully aware of the present miserable condition, being aware of a higher state where all these imperfections are not there, and thus effort in trying to reach the higher state. This is called as uddharanam. Clear? Uddhared. Almost 1 hour over just on Uddhared. Uddhared. No uddharanam is effortless. Always remember this. Every uddharanam is effortful. No pain, no gain. Strict law. No evolution is given free. Even in lower beings, there is an effort. There is a price to be paid. Uddhared. in this evolution, can somebody push me up? I will not do anything, Swamiji. You touch my head. Bless me that I am liberated. I will give you nice bhiksha, Swamiji. Tasty food I will give you. Whatever you want, I will give you. I will do seva. In return, you bless me with moksha. So Gurudev used to say, I am not a mule guru. You sit on my back and I will take you. No. ātmanātmānaṁ Uddhared. You have to lift yourself by yourself. Nobody can help you. Others can help you in the sense they can show you the path. They can inspire you to walk. But walking has to be done by you only. Guidance, yes. They will give you the map. See, this is the way to go. This is what you should not do. This is what you should do. This is the way. Yes, that they can help. But as far as putting forth effort is concerned, walking the path is concerned, ātmanā uddhared, ātmanam uddhared. Let us be very, very clear. Karma theory should be very, very, very clear. What is karma theory? Whatever you do comes back to you. As you sow, so shall you reap. There are no shortcuts. I cannot take somebody's karma. I can't give my karma to somebody. Make it very clear. Don't blame anybody. Take all responsibility onto your own shoulders. Ātmaiva hyātmano bandhur. You yourself, you are your best friend. Ātmaiva ripur ātmanāḥ. You yourself, you are your worst enemy. Now, this clarity has to be there, because otherwise we go on blaming somebody or the other. I am suffering because of planetary positions. Shani, Rahu, Ketu and all that, they are not behaving properly. That is why I am suffering. Or maybe by name, according to numerology, this letter should not have been there, that letter should have been there. Meaningless. Bhagavad Gita is very clear, straightforward, harsh reality spoken as it is. Many times, these elderly people, they come and say, Swamiji, there is no guarantee that my children will do my Shraddha karma once I pass away. After I die, what is the guarantee that my son, my daughter will do some karma for me? So Swamiji, therefore I have paid, there is an organization, I paid money. They said, we will do everything for you. They are worried whether the children will do the karma or not. And some of the priest people, they will also say, if it is not done properly, no moksha for your parent. So then they squeeze money out of that person by creating fear. Unless you do this ritual, your father, your mother has no moksha. They are hanging somewhere in between. And we believe all this. See, I am not against Shraddha karma and all that. Do whatever you do it as an expression of gratitude. But to say that if you don't do this particular ritual, then your future progress is stunted. This we cannot accept. Just imagine, this man has been living for 70, 80 years. What is more important? What you did while living or how your body was burnt after death? What is important? Use common sense. After death, how my body is disposed, who cares? While living in this world, what did you do? That is the most important thing. Not how the body was disposed, whether it was burnt or buried or mantras were chanted or burnt on sandalwood. It has no meaning at all. What your children do with your body has nothing to do with your future. What have you done with your body while being alive? That is the most important thing. And where is our attention? Swamiji, I don't know whether my children will. While living, what have you done? Ātmaiva hyātmano bandhur, Ātmaiva ripur ātmanāḥ. While living, live a noble life. Life of seva, life of selfless service, life of ego effacement, producing more than what you consume, giving more than what you take. Then you don't have to depend on anyone for your better future. So simple it is. Yes or no? Don't have to depend on anyone. Doesn't matter what happens to your dead body after. Whether somebody does sadhana karma or not, doesn't matter. The material body goes back to matter. That's all what has to happen. A powerful verse it is. Ātmaiva hyātmano bandhur, Ātmaiva ripur ātmanāḥ. Just pay attention to what you are doing, what you are thinking. Manasa, vacha, karmana, what you do. That alone matters. The rest, everything is taken care. Uddhared ātmanātmānaṁ, nātmānam avasādayet. Now comes a question of avasadanam. Avasadanam means what? Fall. Now, if there is a higher state which is of greater bliss, greater freedom, greater power, greater fulfillment, why should anyone fall? What could be the reason? Falling means what? What is the definition of avasadanam? Falling from higher to the lower state is called avasadanam. What could be the possible reason why a person chooses to fall? What could be the possible reasons? Number one, habits. I am so habituated to wrong way of living that it has become an addiction. It has become a habit. And it takes time to create the right habit. So therefore, because of this addiction of the wrong habits, there is a possibility of fall. Smoking, drinking, etc. can be a good example. I stop for 1 or 2 days, but the third day I yield to temptation. What is the only bliss of lower ways of living? In lower ways of living, there is a bliss of carelessness. You don't have to be alert. What is the price you have to pay for higher living? You have to be alert. Alertness itself is a pain. Because there is a pain of paying attention. There is a bliss of higher living, but there is a price. And what is the price? Being alert. Being alert is exhausting. It is tiring. Unless it has become a habit. In the beginning, it has not become a habit. So therefore it is very exhausting, tiring. Just like how we learn to write. The muscles are not trained to write. So when we write, the muscles get exhausted, then you stop. After some time again you write, again you stop. Slowly a time comes when you are able to write aloud. Till it becomes a habit, it is very strenuous. So we fall because of our addiction to the lower. Because that lower has become effortless. Because it is a habit. Now I am breaking the habit. Any breaking the habit needs alertness, vigilance. This is one possible reason why we fall. The next reason why we fall is, as it is beautifully said in Ladder of Fall, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodho Vijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha Sammohat Smriti Vibhramaha Smriti Bhramshat Buddhinasha Buddhinashat Pranashyati Pranashyati Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Pranashyati. Just by thinking about a sense object, Vishayadhyanam will lead to Sarvanasham. Just by thinking. Now, just by thinking, what can happen? Dhumena vriyate vannihi yathadarsho malena cha yatholbena vruto garbha tatha tene idam avrutam tatha tena idam avrutam. This is the danger of Vishayadhyanam. The moment you think of a sense object, tempting, pleasurable sense object, Sangasteshu Upajayate, slowly the desire comes. And what does this desire do? Kama paralyzes jnanam. Knowledge is covered, veiled, just like the smoke veiling the fire, dust covering the mirror, or the fetus being covered by the womb, placenta, that covering. Something like that happens. Beware. You switch on your mobile. I'll watch 5 minutes. Some video. 5 minutes I have. I don't have anything else to do. You're waiting for somebody. That fellow did not come on time. Or something happened. You have little extra time. Unexpected extra time. What do you do? Take out your mobile because you're bored. Most of us live a boring existence. What is the proof that we are living a boring existence? We are tempted by mobile phone. That is the proof. What is the proof that you are having a cheerful existence? Nothing is able to tempt you because already you are happy. How intense is your bliss is proved by what all things cannot tempt you. Yes or no? person is really bored, anything can tempt him. He will go to the kitchen, open the fridge, eat something. After eating, switch on I'll watch a movie. That is a proof that our existence is a very boring existence. I am miserable. I am not aware that I am miserable, that's all. Tendency to eat, tendency to indulge in sense objects, these are all the indication that there is an intense boredom which I am unconsciously experiencing. The proof that you are cheerfully existing is, even when the sense object is there to indulge, nobody is stopping you. Nobody is even watching you. Even then that object is not able to tempt you to indulge. That is a proof that yes, you are experiencing quality bliss. Spirituality must make you a master, not a slave. This is again one of the parameters of Uddharanam. Your progress in spirituality. Are you becoming a master or are you becoming a slave? Master of sense organs, master of emotions, master of thoughts. This is again a parameter. There is more and more of control over yourself. The whole of spirituality is not to control others. Spirituality is not controlling others, changing others. Spirituality is all about having control over oneself. That is why Atma term is used in this verse 7 times. Atma means I. You are the most important in life. If you count Atma in this verse, 7 Atmas are there. Uddhared, ātmanātmānaṁ, nātmānam, avasādayet, Ātmaiva, ātmanāḥ, bandhur, Ātmaiva, ripur. You. That is the meaning. So we are talking about avasādana. Fall. So one possible reason is habits. Another reason is the moment I start meditating upon a sense object, something happens in me. What happens? Slowly the desire paralyzes the intellect, paralyzes the ability to think, cuts me off from my knowledge source. Now remember, my wisdom is stored in my intellect. My understanding stored in my intellect. The moment I am in front of a sense object, especially a sense object where I am addicted to, what happens? Tatha tena idam avrutam. Slowly that desire starts paralyzing the intellect. Now what happens when there is a paralytic attack? My own hand, I am not able to operate. I was freely operating my hand. I decided what to do with my hand. But once a paralytic attack is there, there is a desire, but the hand doesn't. In the same way, knowledge is there in the intellect, I am not able to access it. Such a possibility is there. Now what I am seeing when I see the sense object, I knew that this sense object is going to give pain only. Agre amrutopamam pariname visham. All that is there in the intellect. All knowledge is there, wisdom is there, experience is there. Many times I have gone through it. But now I am no more able to access this wisdom stored in my intellect. That channel supply is cut off. Now I am seeing the sense object. Now that very same intellect will tell me, what will it say? This is an object of great joy. Bas. That is called as fall. Indulgence in the sense object. This is called as avasādana. Nātmānam avasādayet. Beware. Every time you are rising yourself higher, lifting yourself higher, there is a possibility of fall. For a person who is already fallen and never risen, there is no